Hands down. Raise your hand if this is your very first time to the Hargy Center. Exciting. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Miss Maggio. Can you say Maggio? Maggio. Yeah. Wait your turn. It's kind of like you're going to say the word magic, but then you just say Maggio. Okay. And did you meet Mr. Williams, our other nature teacher?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Mr. Williams.
Hi.
And Mr. Williams and I have the best job in the world because we get to teach kids out in nature. So today, our day is going to be about exploring in nature and meeting some of our nature friends that live here all the time. So if you look around, what do you already see that's part of nature? What do you see?
Trees.
Yeah.
And grass.
Yeah, there's some grass. Raise your hand if you see some pine cones up on these pine trees. Yeah, those trees stay green all year long. But some trees are just starting to get little baby leaves. So should we check out a plant that you're going to put some small plants? I've had that here for a couple of years. Oh. And it also makes little cones. Do you see these little cones? Yeah. So this is a really cool altar tree, my friend. Yeah.
Are those baby
We're already finding. So it's kind of like a pine cone. Yeah, but these are alder trees. So that'll help make seeds for the tree.
That's nice.
Yeah, cool. We're finding so many things already.
Why about those brown dark things?
Yeah, these are a little bit older from last
Those
year.
ones are there.
Yeah, well, they're the same. It's the same tree. Talking about, yeah.
Guys, do you know what we're being today? What we're being right now? Nature detectives, right? Because we're looking at clues and we're finding cool stuff in nature. So show me your nature detective eyes where you're going to look really carefully. All around. And now show me your nature detective ears because I'm hearing a nature clue right now.
I hear birds. Cars. I see the car.
Raise your hand if you hear some birds.
I hear birds.
And we'll be able to see some birds too if we look carefully. What else might we use in nature as detectives? Give you a hint.
No.
Yeah, we might be able to smell some cool things too.
I just seen a butterfly right there.
So we're going to be careful nature detectives as we walk towards the pond and see what other cool things we can find.
Whoa! There's one. Oh my God! Yes, me!
You're going to go under the bridge?
Be careful, August.
I know how to do that. High enough so we can
Yeah, we're standing on a bridge. There's a bridge over where the cars drive on.
Can you see down there? Okay, I'm going to put those birds.
Baseball. Rick baseball.
Yeah, we are going to use them very soon.
Oh, yes. Milkweed.
Boys love it.
Hey guys, I think I see something. I think I see some algae. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Mike, look at it. Mike, look. See on the wall.
Look at that. This is my favorite side. Wide open. I like it. And it's higher up. The water is high up. This is low down, isn't it? And if we were right, we could hear it. I don't see any fish. I'm looking for fish. Are you looking for little critters in here? Let's see it. Frogs might not like it. They go too fast. What about fish? I don't see any fish.
Right? Yeah, like a creek or a stream. But a lake is different. In a lake, the water doesn't flow. So see how the water is moving and it's flowing kind of in a stripe across the land? Wait, your turn. When the water flows in a stripe across the land like this, that is a creek or a stream. And when it's really big and flows across the land, that's a river. Okay? But when the water, do you see over here this shape of water? Yeah. And the water is moving from the wind, but it's not flowing in a stripe, is it? It's more, and when the wind is not blowing, it kind of just sits still. When it's small and it sits still, it's called a pond. But when it's big and it sits still, it is a lake. Has anyone ever been on a lake before?
Yeah. Mirror's Lake.
Yeah, Mirror Lake. This one is a small lake, so it's called a pond. Not yet. So what we're going to do now is called a pond study. And we are going to try to meet some of the things that live in the pond. So you guys know that fish live in water, right?
Yes.
But are there any other things that live in the water? Raise your hand and you can tell me one idea. What do you think lives in and around us? Frogs live in the water. Now, what are frog babies?
Tadpoles.
Tadpoles. Cool. Okay. What else lives inside the water?
Fish.
Turtles can live in the water. Good. What other things? Yeah. Jellyfish live in ocean water that has salt in it. Is the water in our creeks and ponds salty or not?
No.
No, it's not. So those live in the ocean. So we won't find those here, but if you ever visit the ocean.
Science, everything doesn't work out the way things are supposed to. So sometimes science experiments have to be taken over and over and over again before they get some good results. So I'm just preparing you for the lesson today. So with these nets, we're going to take these nets and you're going to put them in the water, and I'm going to show you how. And we're going to pull up some mud, a little bit of mud and some algae, and you're going to pull it up like this so you can see it in your hand, and then you're going to put your hand through the mud. And we're going to go all around the pond here, right, mister?
What are some food house?
Well, so we've got some buckets and some containers to put things in if you get something. So if you get something that's kind of cool, maybe a snail, a clam, maybe a fish, maybe a newt.
Anything else.
Anything else.
Maybe a little turtle.
Maybe.
Tadpole,
So you-
frog.
Yeah, any of those things. Then we put them in those containers so everybody can see them, and then we're going to let them go again, because those kinds of wild things need to be in the wild. But here's something else. Like I said, we're going to go all around the whole pond. But it looks like right now, it looks like the pond edge is kind of even, but it's not. So here's the thing. So I know if you get something in your net, you're going to be kind of excited and you're going to want to put it in the container, and you're going to start to run back here, maybe where the containers are. But instead of the shoreline being nice and smooth like this, it goes in and out and in and out. And then you're going to start to run, even though I'm telling you right now, don't run along the shore. You're going to start to run, and pretty soon you're going to step in one of those little inlets, and your foot's going to go up to your knee, and you're going to trip, and you're going to fall, and you're going to get all wet, and you're going to want to go home. You think that's going to happen?
No.
So make sure you walk, because you don't want to step in those things and have to, you know, be all wet. Like, whoop, nope, hold it.
There he goes. You lost him.
Hold it.
Just watch.
Don't move your net. Hold it up like this. Hold it up. That's it. Good. Don't move now. Just watch me. Don't move it. If you put your net like this in the water, you will never catch anything.
Mr. Williams said, if it's not working out well, oh well, right? You gotta believe and... There you go. You'll be fine. Alright?
We'll have these containers around on the boardwalk here, but you don't have to stay on the boardwalk. It's better if you walk around either this way.
Look at the geese, I think.
Yeah.
Are they? Yep, geese.
Oh, yeah.
You see the birds flying up high?
Yeah.
It made one little home for us.
I caught a lot of nets.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're ready. If anybody wants to follow me, I'm going to go off in this direction.
Go first.
You did.
I got a super blue. I think everyone.
Yeah, I better not take this with me.
Let's find what else. I saw another curly bug.
Macy, you want me to walk with you?
Okay. Here, sorry we're blocking the way here. Let's see what else. I saw another guy. There it is. He's hiding underneath now. Here's a tiny one. Let's bring this over to the bucket.
When we move forward, then you have to stay with us, right?
Careful, Katie, that you don't sink, okay?
Well, did you get something?
Did I catch my lunch yet?
Oh, yes. Dump that water out of the boat.
You have extra socks? Good.
It's gotta be a good chance.
Oh, he's going to the bucket.
So far we've gotten snails, clams, clam shells, mud minnow, and they are getting wet. Mr. Aaron's leading the way here in the water. Oh boy. He got stuck in the mud. Oh, maybe Mr. Aaron's going into. Nope, guess not.
No, we only have 15 pairs in the garage on the way out the door, huh? That was a big hole. Yeah. You know what? I probably have extra socks.
Anybody thirsty? No. Actually, it's...
Oh, what a great experience. What'd you get?
I got it.
Lots of mud. That's good. Keep trying for mud.
Alright, well, where should we go?
What do you mean? I
They're working their way around the pond here.
Got it?
I'm gonna get the camera home. Yeah, to get over there. That's the very next spot.
Oh, Mr. Aaron emerges from the mud. The teacher from the mud lagoon.
Minnow and one caught the fish.
Great. All right, go over by him. See if you can get one. Yeah, and I want to get that fish in the... Can you believe that? That's what happens in nature. So great.
If they caught a little minnow.
Nice job. I love to see his fins flapping.
Oh, I'm glad they're getting some things.
I gotta find it. Oh, here it is.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Nice going. Good job. Oh, wow, that's heavy, huh?
Yeah.
So look through the mud.
What is it? Oh, that's grass.
My first time.
Oh my gosh, they are finding a lot of things and they're following directions with how to use the nets here. That's a big part of finding anything. They must have found something cool there. They're all continuing to keep trying.
Well, look. Clam in there.
This is a beautiful day for it. And a great day to get a little bit wet too, because there's a little breeze and it's warm. There's Mr. Aaron. Mr. Aaron again, leading the way into the water. There's a nature detective.
Gotta hook Will a little more too, and then
Washing her elbows, digging in the mud.
it is kind of like.
Leave the bucket over there, Gary.
Come by me. Come on.
Oh yeah, what a great. Was that a water scorpion or is that a walking stick?
It looks like a walking stick to me. One at a time. Whoop. One at a time.
We hear them move. No, see them.
Feels cool, right?
I got it.
Put your hands in front of its face so it tells by you.
I got a booty gun. I got a booty gun.
Oh, here, I'll grab it. All right, your turn.
Oh my gosh, this actually counts.
It's big, right? Yep, we'll take turns.
Actually, I don't want to. It was too scary.
It won't hurt you. It doesn't bite. You don't have to touch it if you don't want. Yeah, we'll try to stay away from that stuff.
The parents also are really getting into it here today. This is great to see the parents and the kids together doing this. They've made their round around the whole pond here. Right now, I am standing on a muskrat home. And I think the kids are talking about habitats.
All right, kindergartners.
There's a shrimp.
Yeah. All right, everyone, stand up and take 2 steps backward. There you go. And now sit down.
Then you move forward again.
All right, boys and girls, we found so many amazing things in the pond today. I want to make sure. Oh, but you know what? As a group, because we're a team, right? So as a group, we found a lot of things, and I want to try to show you some. In this bucket is a pretty big fish, but he's so fast.
A pretty big fish. Wow.
And he doesn't want me to
Yeah,
grab
big
him.
mud minnow.
And I don't know how to get him with my bare hands. Oh, do you see him? I'm trying to make him. Oh, there he is. You see him?
Well, if you don't sit down, nobody in the back's going to see him like me.
Oh, here he is. Look quick, Chris. I got to get him in the water. He
can't
can't
see him.
breathe. Oh my gosh, he
got that
almost
one?
Looks like a snake or a
I got
eel.
that one. I got
All right, let's put him in the
I
water.
got that. Can we see the tadpole?
Here's the tadpole.
Another one. It's so fast.
I see the tadpole.
I caught it.
He will get
Can I
some.
touch it?
I'm going to slow
I
you guys
got
up
it.
a little bit.
He will
I
get
got
some. But something that left its or scat right by the edge of the pond. Did anyone see what left behind its scat? Raccoon. Raccoon will come and crack this shell, and I can actually feel it pushing a little bit. So this is still alive.
Can I feel it?
We can pass it around and then put it back in the water.
Can I feel it? Can I feel it? I actually have gonna feel it.
Just be patient.
I caught that.
Okay, pass it.
Okay, thank you for moving
gonna
so
feel it.
others could look. Thank you, that's very nice.
I haven't touched it yet.
Boys and girls, we also have.
touch it. No, I didn't.
Why is someone touching my head? Look at this real quick because I gotta put it in the water super fast. Look with your eyes. Don't touch. Look, look, look.
Oh, can we touch it? Is that a shrimp?
This is the baby form of a dragonfly. When dragonflies are babies, they live in the water. You know how caterpillars change to butterflies? Yeah. Well, that thing is like the caterpillar of a dragonfly. So it will change after it grows for a while. We found a lot of little bugs and snails.
Yeah, I actually can.
About habitats. Habitats have to have a few things. Look at my fingers. Everyone hold up one finger.
I saw that.
One part of a habitat is that the habitat has to provide food. Right?
Water and babies.
The other is the habitat has to have water. And then the habitat also has to have shelter or a home, right? So do you see the holes that Mr. Williams was showing you earlier?
Yeah.
The rabbits are making their home underground, right? And then they're finding their food from the plants nearby, and they have water nearby, so it's a great habitat for them. But there are some birds that need a special kind of shelter or home, and it's harder and harder for them to find that in nature. So people sometimes build houses. This is a bird house for a type of bird that likes to live all close together like an apartment. Do you see how there's lots of little holes?
Yeah.
So a lot of different birds will live there together. And then for their, what else does the habitat need besides shelter? This is the shelter. It also, these birds also need what? What's that first thing? Water and food. What kind of food do birds eat?
Worms.
Some birds eat worms, some birds eat
Bugs.
bugs in the, yep, some birds eat, I almost said sticks, bugs in the air, right? And others will drink nectar like a hummingbird, right? So as we go along this stretch, I want you to pick whatever bird you want to be, and we are going to fly and try to catch it.
They're being birds. And now they're mammals.
Oh, careful. Boy, you're quite a jumper there, Froggy.
They're looking at the vultures.
3 of them. I'm going to say snake.
You gonna be a snake, Miles? Just gonna look on the ground?
I'm a cobra.
Please don't put the sticks in your mouth.
Okay, they're going to pretend they're snakes or reptiles or amphibians. So we've got several frogs.
Snake. I'm gonna see a froggy eat it.
I